Alright guys, we've got a November to February sketchbook tour here. I really liked what was going on in this one. Oh, there's me and my mom. I think I'm like 11 in that picture. These are some experiments I was doing. Like different ways to get paint on the page, I guess. And I just kind of liked how they all turned into these abstract, almost landscape looking things. And then in the front, I usually have some one-line portraits from previous sketchbooks. And I just had them on tracing paper because that's how I got them out of the old sketchbooks. And yeah, they just kind of travel from sketchbook to sketchbook until they become their final incarnation. And I usually, or at least I had been, putting the one-line portraits on top of these color swatch kind of background things. I think I'm going to continue with that. I like the way they look. Alright, page 1 is a schmear. A schmear of neon red. I really like that color. It's just a swatch page. And this is when we really get started. I was kind of experimenting with colors there, and then on the other side, on the right, you've got notes, tons of notes. Okay, I went into a Christmas kind of thing here, so we had Rudolph and some reindeer. And then I really got into Rudolph, and I was like, what if I retold it as a comic book, but he's like a sacrificial reindeer, you know? I don't know. I think I'm going to turn that into a zine or something. Some doodles, it looks like. Like a windy mountain scene, and then those trees on the right. Ooh, we've got a one-line portrait on the right that is haunting. And then on the left there, I was kind of trying to combine styles, I think. 2 more portraits. I do like the one on the left and the one on the right, even though it's kind of faint. Here I was thinking of making Christmas cards, so I kind of have like a little house on a hill with some mountains in the background. I don't know if that's Christmassy. Oh, and then we've got that whole thing in neon. These kind of look like, I don't know if you guys ever had that art like thing in elementary school where you put crayons down and then you put a black crayon down on top of that and then you scrape the picture off. That's what those reminded me of. Like that. Just some ideas for drawings and paintings I wanted to try. Even if I never get to these things, I still think that writing them down is a good idea. More notes. I do, I guess, a medium amount of writing in my sketchbooks. Just trying to get the ideas down before they go away. These are Christmas cards that I was working on and testing out some colors. That is my hand. And then that black thing was an experiment I was trying where I put, oh, and I love that green. That green, oh my god, so gorgeous. Card ideas. These are birthday card ideas, I think. I was testing out that gold acrylic ink you see there. More cards. Pattern ideas over on the right. More notes. Happy New Year's cards. Oh, and we've got a very haunting, creepy, I don't even know what happened there. A ginkgo leaf turned into some kind of weird illustration with the hands that could also be eyeballs. I don't know. I kind of like it. I ended up making like, I don't know, 100 of those paintings in that style. Like little paintings. Here I wanted to try some landscapes. I was thinking people like landscapes. Mine both look a little bit like an acid trip, but I start to work on them some more. I think I was testing out ink on different types of paper here, and we're moving on to another landscape painting. On the right was like my practice one, and then on the left was the second version of that same one. And then the third one on the bottom was just another landscape. Sometimes these ideas in my sketchbook don't get fully realized, and I think that's okay. Oh my god, I love these two paintings so much. Mainly for the swatch page on the left there. That's pretty. Oh, this was when those little abstract landscapes I showed you in the beginning, those two were also part of that set. More landscape drawings. Paintings, I mean. I really like the swatch page. Oops, sorry, that was me sitting down and dropping something. I really liked the underpainting, which the underpainting for the landscapes has been that color this whole time. That peachy orangey color. And there it is again. Oh, I kind of like that. Looks like, I don't know, an alien language, perhaps. Oh, I love these. So they're like originally just the black, and I added that pale acrylic paint to it in those nice pastel colors. I really like how those turned out. Oh, this was the start of Christmas vacation. We went to the beach. So I'm drawing relatives and patio furniture. Ooh, I like that one. The drawing on the previous page was like the initial sketch for that drawing. I was really digging graphite for a little bit here. That's my aunt. I like them. They don't look super like the person I'm drawing, but kind of close. And I know more practice will make me get better at that. More notes. There on the right, I had a sticker idea. We'll see if it ever happens. Oh, I was making some thank you cards, and these were prototypes. In the end, this type of card took a lot of like precision cutting and precision gluing, and like when they didn't look exactly 100% perfect, I was like, I don't think anyone's gonna want to buy these. So I scrapped the idea. Oh, just getting some paint off the paintbrush, looks like. And more notes. More ink and water on mixed media paper. These stingray looking alien things, I don't know, my brain got stuck in a groove for a little bit. So I just had to draw them again and again and again. Like this spread. I mean, they almost look like a real fish. And who knows? There's so much of the ocean we haven't explored. Maybe this fish does exist. Oh, and right about here was when my energy for it was petering out, and we're on to a new idea. I really liked how the gold looked over that those paintings down there. Another one-line portrait, and looks like maybe jewelry notes on the other side. Just some paintings I was working on, an idea I wanted to flesh out. Oh, I really like this painting here. I kind of just let the ink, I think it's acrylic ink and water just go where they wanted, and then I built up the layers and the like shadows over several layers and several days, and I just liked how it turned out in the end. This is another one. I think it was one giant painting, and then I cut it into 4, and then with each fourth I focused on making it into a coherent composition. Not sure I got there. And looking at it now, they do kind of look like eggs, like when you crack open an egg. Testing paper, I think. Oh, this weird idea that I thought of, like poppies that have eyeballs and they're staring into the sun and they can't blink. And then like they've got these weird hairy stems. I have fleshed that idea out a bit more, so stay tuned. More notes. Another series of one-line portraits. I like that one on the right, kind of. Actually, I like them both. More one-line portraits. That one is haunting to me for some reason. Wee. And landscape painting. We're back. And we're doing 2 paintings back to back of the same scene. I think I was trying to get better. The bottom one I thought had more readability. And here we are again, but these were 2 separate images, I think. I love the swatch page, honestly. The swatch page is the best. An idea, another one-line portrait that I really like. More one-line portraits. Another one-line portrait. And look, one more. And then that looks like another swatch page that I wanted to point out to you. Oh, another one-line portrait. Oh, I like this one actually. Oh, this was a fun night. I had like an idea and I just ran with it. I was very loose and very experimental. There's like cut up pieces of paper towel on there. The paper towel I used to clean my brush. The colors were so cool. I think this is burnt umber. No, yeah, burnt umber and phthalo blue. And it's just like they're mixing up and how the colors were interacting with each other. I just loved it. Another landscape. And then the one on the bottom, I saw this other artist make like abstractions of landscape while doing landscapes. I don't know. I was trying to do the same. Pages of notes and ideas. These I think are going to be jewelry. I was trying to make them out of clay. More notes. A random idea. Oh, and there in that lower right quadrant is a sketch of a mountain, and then I made it into like a collage. So all those different papers are different papers, and they're stacked on top of one another, and then they're lined in gold. I don't know if it's still readable as a mountain, though. Okay, so from that previous night, I made a ton of paintings. Like a ton. Here's one more. Oh, I love the way that looks. Looks like a dream or a memory. That one. And I think I'm using acrylic paint. The orange you see here is alcohol marker. Such a bright orange. That's all acrylic paint, I think. And then I started adding things to the surface. Like I made those yellow raised things out of plaster and paint. I wanted something to like push up out of the surface. And here they are again with that one. I think they're so cool. I really want to explore this idea more. Yeah. Pretty cool. I was happy with this night. The ideas were flowing. And that does kind of look like a piece of fettuccine, but it was fun. Yeah, so phthalo blue and burnt umber together make that black you see there. So that's not black. That's like I mixed the two together and they made that black. And it's like a richer black than Mars black, I feel. Or maybe a more complicated black. Color wise. Oh, yes. I love this page so much. It's just a paint swatch page, but something about the way these colors are coming together and the composition, it feels perfect to me. Like clear pitch almost, if I could describe that as a sound instead of as an idea. More notes. Shocking. And a swatch page. Another New Year's card, and that's collaged on there, those ink things. A one-line portrait and another abstract thingy. These are some studies in graphite. I was really working with the values here. These are really relaxing. More one-line portrait drawings. I love that one on the left. Oh my gosh, perfect. I like this page. It's like cohesive. How many? 4 portraits of the same person. But yeah, that was a good night. And the last page is another graphite landscape study, and I have no idea what that is in the upper left corner. And that's the end. This was about, 3 months? November, December, January, and the beginning of February. 4 months, I guess. Thereabouts. Hope you enjoyed it. Bust out your own sketchbook. Bye!